Hey guys, we're going to jump quickly into this because we have information that Todd has responded, y'all, and it is ugly. It is going to get ugly because what I anticipated to happen has really happened. Todd wants everything.
She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the top. Hit that bell 'cause the tea don't stop.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the
And as you guys know, we have been talking about this Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker divorce. And we done went over scenario after scenario after scenario because as I originally stated, we don't know what Todd is going to say once he files his answer. As we know, Kandi filed for divorce. Todd has to respond. I told y'all that his attorney was Randy because I know how Randy sound. Okay, I've been in court with Randy. I know how Randy sound. Well, Todd has responded. Okay, now this is coming from another source, and what they are saying is that Todd is seeking primary custody of his children. Okay, and let's get into it, y'all, because we've been talking about all these scenarios. But I want to ask you this. Did you think that Todd would not seek primary custody? From what we don't know their business, but if Kandi is out of town doing jobs, she working, honey, she got jobs, who is taking care of the children? That would make sense. It's nothing wrong with dads having primary custody of the children. It don't mean that Kandi can't see her children. It probably works out better for her anyways, because if she has to go somewhere and she got the kids, I would imagine she would rather for their dad to have them like he has them now, opposed to some babysitter or whoever she would have to bring in to keep her children. And if you guys know anything about the court, a judge will go with a parent before somebody else. Okay. Now, this is going to shake y'all to y'all soul. And I know you're going to be in the chat saying, well, Mama Joyce said this. Mama Joyce said that. Listen, I like Mama Joyce. I like my mama too. But one thing I would not take, what is that? The word I'm looking for. You cannot tell me something about, especially a marriage, if you done had 3 to 4 unsuccessful marriages. Okay, so we know Mama Joyce, nice lady. Well, she ain't nice, but Kandi's mother. Okay, she had everything to say about Todd, but I'm gonna say this: I trust Kandi's judgment. She's smart. She didn't get, rich by being dumb. Okay, so I trust her judgment. I think Mama Joyce is overbearing. Let's just call it what it is. But Todd has also raised concerns about the prenuptial agreement. Now, according to the legal documents, Todd says he hopes he and Carrie, oh my God, him and Kandi can resolve everything amicably. But in the unlikely event they're unable to reach a custody agreement, he intends to move forward with his request for primary physical custody. Okay. He wants to have final decision making authority. Todd noted that their 2 children are currently living with him in Georgia while Kandi manages out of state work obligations. So let's make a correction to something I previously stated. Maybe he didn't move out. If you guys recall, I said that when Kandi said they were separated, it did not have to mean that he had moved out of the property. Because according to this, Todd say, hey, these kids are living with me. So does that mean he's still in the house? We're going to unpack that later when we read the actual documents. Now, in explaining why he believes primary custody is appropriate, Todd argued that Kandi's work schedule will continue to require her to be away from the children for at least the next several months. Again, I don't see a problem with a father taking care of his children. Let these men take care of their children, okay? Because I don't know about y'all. mine could have went with the daddy too. Okay, I'm just saying, but there's nothing wrong with this. Like Kandi is worldwide, honey. She got to be on the go. Okay, so what he stated is he emphasizes that he recognizes that Kandi, and this is good that he said this because everything don't have to be ugly, although this gonna get ugly. He recognizes, now he said this, that Kandi is a loving and capable parent and remains sincerely hopeful that prior and continued discussions between the parties will bring about a full resolution of all matters. So he ain't dragging Kandi. He says she's a willing, capable mother. He ain't saying there's nothing wrong with her parenting. He's strictly saying she is working. Okay. So if she's working, who else gonna take care of the kids? Okay. That is what he said. Todd further addressed that their prenuptial agreement, and he suggested that he felt pressure when signing it ahead of their 2014 wedding. Now, I told y'all I wasn't there, but to watch it, it seemed like pressure, the pressure of Todd, why you ain't signing this? Why you need to talk to your attorney? Yada, yada. It seemed like pressure to me, okay? And it's some more information with regards to that prenup, but I'm just going to give y'all a high-level overview because I got a longer video coming. Well, I'll break it all down. Okay. Now, Todd said he did feel pressure. That is a reason to throw it out. Obviously, he has to have proof. In his response to Kandi's recent divorce petition, his legal team claimed that the document was presented to Todd without Todd even having an attorney. Now, Kandi, you know that your husband that you was going to marry should have had an attorney before providing him that document. That's a little bit shady, okay? So if this says that Todd didn't have counsel when that document was provided, it says even though Kandi's then counsel attorney had communicated previously with Todd's team regarding a potential prenuptial agreement, the filing continued. These circumstances raise substantial questions concerning, what do y'all think I'm going to say? The enforceability of the prenuptial agreement. Okay, that is what it said. And I don't know what y'all gonna say in the chat, but here's the deal. It is what it is. And I need to let y'all know something, and you should know this. If you marry somebody who got less than you, way less than you, and you get a divorce, yeah, you're going to have to give them something, honey. I just want to let y'all know. So I'm like, hey, I expected this to happen. And again, we watched this thing on TV. Y'all, some people was like, he wasn't pressure. It did look like pressure to me. I wasn't there. But the fact that Randy Kessler, who is Todd's attorney, that was also Portia's attorney. That was Portia's first or second, was it? When she was married to Cordell, he was Cordell's attorney when she got the hell out. So I don't know why she went back to Randy. She must have liked how Randy had her ass put out. But anywho, Randy is saying that Todd did not even have proper counsel during this part of this prenuptial agreement, which is crazy because why didn't y'all allow this man to get everything together before you presented him with this document? So it looked like a scheme that not Todd set up, but maybe a scheme that Kandi and her people set up. But we will see how this is going to go down. I did just receive the full documents where I will go through every single page and we're going to discuss it. But this is just a high level overview because that video is probably going to be about an hour and a half. So this is going to be a shorter version of that video. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Again, I know some of you guys are going to be like, Mama Joyce said he was a scammer. Mama Joyce said he was trying to get her money. They were married, y'all, for 11 years. Think about it like this. If you was married to your husband for 11 years, what do you think you would be entitled to? You don't, it's not always about money. But in this case, Todd more than likely will get the children. Not saying that Kandi ain't gonna be able to see her kids or nothing like that, but the simple fact, based on her schedule, which she's not available, they gonna be with their dad for these months on end where Kandi is gone. I don't see a problem with it. He's doing it now. Do y'all see a problem with it? Of course y'all do. Okay, of course y'all do, because y'all team woman, even if the person is wrong. And see, I'm somewhere in the middle. I look at all situations to analyze what I think. I don't, I'm not, one of those people that be like, I'm gonna go with the woman. I like to go with what I think is right. But at any rate, let me know what y'all think in the comments. And do you think Mama Joyce was right? Or do you think this is a situation where this marriage did not work? And it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think.